Alright, we're back. And let's go take a look at rocket fuel. Alright, so we have our biofuel, which we haven't done yet as well. Our rocket fuel is going to use light oil, iron plates, and oxygen. We also have ammonia and oxygen, and we have hydrogen chloride and oxygen. And it looks like all three of these are going to be made in our fuel refinery. So let's see here. So this is our regular fuel we're doing now, which we're doing. We apparently have two ways we can do it. We can do solid fuel and oxygen, or we can just do straight light oil. And we're using light oil to make our solid fuel. So what's the difference here? 6 of those or 60 of those. And for the light oil, it takes 10 to make 1. So it's exactly the same to do it this way or to just do this directly. My exo legs are done. Let's get the personal battery next. Is there any reason for me to be making solid fuel? No. Solid fuel only goes to that. Alright, so I'm going to change that over. I'm going to go ahead and stop this and have it go to that. And we'll just switch all three of those over. Take the solid fuel out of here. We're going to have to change our fuels around down there. Let's go ahead and clear out all the recipes on those. And we'll just take these out of here. And now, wait a minute, whoa. So this actually needs hydrogen with it. This does it straight. Okay. So we can just take this out of here. We're going to waste a little bit of hydrogen, unfortunately. But since we're just getting it straight from sand and water, it's not that big of a deal. And then we can just turn these around. And we'll bring this down like that. And just run it straight across. And that'll make our fuel just like that. Now, the biofuel is going to need biomethanol. And to make biomethanol, we need wood, oxygen, and steam. Now, what is the difference here? 15 MJ, 15 MJ, but fuel pollution is going to be 50%. Vehicle acceleration is 80%, and vehicle top speed is 90%. So it's going to be cleaner burning, but it's also going to cost us on our top speed and on our acceleration just a little. Personal batteries done. Let's go ahead and Yeah, let's just throw it into this for right now. Let it work on that for a bit. Currently we're running just regular fuel for our vehicles. A train. A train cannot use rocket fuel, right? No, that's not big enough. Oh, the train can use rocket fuel, or advanced fuel, or biofuel. Okay. And rocket fuel is going to be 20 MJ and more pollution. But it doesn't say it gives any bonus to acceleration or top speed. And the solid fuel itself is really bad on pollution. And this is actually better on acceleration and stuff. It's weird that these don't say what their acceleration and stuff like that is. So I'm going to go ahead and say we make biofuel. We're going to need the rocket fuel for the rocket, obviously. But if this is going to be 125% pollution, I think the biofuel will be better. So let's go ahead, get rid of this train, and we can copy these three. And let me think about this here. Let's move this back. We're not going to need that up there anymore. And I'm just thinking that maybe we can do, because for the biofuel we're going to need fuel. And it's going to take 10 seconds to craft. Same as that. This is going to make 10. And we're only going to need 6. So what I'm thinking is we can have these output this way. We'll get rid of this one for right now. And then we'll just copy this. And we'll have them go in, we'll say here. And we'll do 5 of them. Which will just input here. Like that. And then we'll change this recipe over to the biofuel. As soon as those other two get placed. So let's look at making this. We just need oxygen, wood, and steam. And I don't think we currently have a way of making oxygen. Well, we have a way, we're just not currently doing it. I don't believe. So water is going to give us chlorine and hydrogen. Water separation will give us oxygen and hydrogen. We can get oxygen and nitrogen is going to make us ammonia. Oxygen and hydrogen make us water. And we have our nitric. Okay. So it looks like our only main way to get oxygen. We can do electrolysis for oxygen, hydrogen. We can use an atmospheric condenser to just get oxygen. That is 3.333. Or we can do this, which is 3, and it's going to give us hydrogen. Well, right now, we're completely full on hydrogen. So, I do believe we made atmospheric condensers. Give me a second, let me run down and go check. Alright, so it does not look like I made those yet. So, let's get to it. We're going to throw one of these right here, because we're going to need engines for it. And then we're also going to need the steel beams that we have here. So we can bring this one up. Do that. That'll take care of the steel beam. Then we just need steel gear and electric circuit, which we can bring up here and cut that across like that. And that will take care of that. So let's go ahead and bring this down here. And we can go ahead and bring this down. And let's do that. That'll give us room for that. And now we can put this here. That'll get us our gear. And then like that. Stick that in there. And there's our circuit. Alright, so that'll get those made for us. And let's go ahead and set up our box here. And this is going to be for the atmospheric condenser. Yeah, 30 will be fine for that. Set that in there. And let that get what it needs to do done. Now we can run back over here and get one set up. I still need to get the rest of these labs changed over. I still haven't finished that yet. Oh, looks like we're using some power now. Actually, I had to kick on the engines here, I guess. Something's using up power. Alright, so let's grab our thing here. And I'm going to throw it here for the moment. So apparently we can get water out of this, hydrogen out of this, oxygen, or nitrogen. And we just getting oxygen now. And we need to make this in a fuel refinery. Alright. So let's just set this here. How long is it going to take to make this? Crafting time is 20 seconds. Where this is 10 seconds. So for every one of these, I'm going to need 2 of these. Let's get this set. And now we can change the recipe to that. And then we'll just copy. It's not what I said. Copy that. We'll see how that works. And we can just do this. And this guy is going to be a problem. Luckily, we can just move it down to there, and that'll be fine. Now, the one thing with this is we're going to be using up... Now, let's move this down just a tad. Yeah, that'll be fine right there. We're going to be using fuel to make this fuel, because we got to use steam. All right, now we'll just do this. And we can copy over this part. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want it there. Now I'll take care of that. Now we need to make the steam. Let's go ahead and do that so it has its power. Now, I'm guessing this is going to be nowhere near fast enough. And we're also going to have to do this to input our wood. Which we have our wood production right here. So let's see. Wood's coming out over there. We can actually just do another thing right here. And I think I'm actually just going to do this. Like that. And I'm going to throw those in there for right now. And I'll actually switch that. Have them drop them off. Alright, we need to get some poles in here. There and there. No, that doesn't work. Well, that's going to have to work. That's what we got. So just put that in the middle there. And then that will take our wood and get it onto our line there. Now, we need our steam. And I think we're actually going to get rid of these two. Go ahead and put the pull the fuel out of them. Let them use up what steam they have. And pull the engines out later. And we need to figure out where we're actually going to put this, which I'm guessing down here is going to be the better option. So let's... Where in the hell did them boilers go? There they are. Yeah, let's just pull them up just a little bit. That way they're right in line with that water. And then we need to figure out what we're going to use for feeding these. For right now, I want to get rid of all of this fuel out of my inventory. So that's what I'm going to use for the moment. And let's go ahead and do that so I can walk through here. And now, really? It's got to be one short, doesn't it? Alright, give me the regulars. And see, that's going to be one short of doing 3. Alright, fine. We'll just throw one of these little guys in the middle. Alright, so now, other than the fact that I'm an idiot, I always do this with these things. There we go. We got steam. That's going to be a problem. But now that we actually have that, we can move each one of these down. So we're not going to need that. Alright, so now we have our regular pole, and we can just sit it right there. And we don't need the other because that can now connect to those, so beautiful. Alright, so now that is making that, which is making our biofuel. So now we can just have that dumped out down here. And instead of running it down over there, we can run it down right here. And there we go. we're now making biofuel. And that'll automatically change over. We do want to get rid of this. So it'll run on there. We'll just get rid of all of that. And we can pull those out of there. So then that'll automatically filter through, including in our trains. That will work perfect. Now, let's see how we're doing. We're short on steam. Alright, so these two are simply not putting out enough. We got enough in all of those. So it looks like we got 4.5. So we're going to need 2 more boilers. Now, I do believe, let me grab my solar thing, because this thing's been done for a little while here. We're going to start taking out those boilers over there. Let me go ahead and just have them clear out all of this mess, and then we'll just put another set of them in. We can't go over that way any further, but we can go up this way, and we can't go over that way, but we can do one right there. What is that? Electrical pole. We can deal with that. That electrical pole won't be needed because we'll actually have the solar coming through here. So let's pop all them out of there. And for right now, we can just connect it down there. Alright, so now we'll put this back in here. So it fills in that one. And there. So now that'll give us an extra 4 things of solar panels set up. And look at the bots go. Trying to weave my way through here. It's not working so great. And that'll help that these don't have to run, because I don't want them running very often. And they're eating through all that regular fuel pretty good. We can get rid of that. It's not going to be needed. And power's not doing bad. Let's go ahead and get rid of its fuel. And we're going to take the next 2 down here in line. Where are these getting their water from? Oh, right there. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and take these 2 out. It looks like the steam engines are done. And it's daytime now, so solar's kicking back in. So now let's go ahead and set up 2 more of these. And again, we're just going to get rid of some solid fuel. And I'm going to go ahead now and just set this up like so, with a belt. And I will probably end up using rocket fuel for this. But for right now, I'm just going to run this fuel up there. And we'll just let it run. And let me get up here before that gets down here. Pop that out. And then I can just sit this chest here. Put that in there. Tell it input priority is right. Throw all that solid fuel, all that regular fuel, and that's not right. I'll keep the biofuel on me for whenever I need to use a take a drive. And that will keep that full. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and hit this one, get that done. And I guess next time we'll actually look at the rocket fuel. We got plenty there. We got plenty there. And we're basically backed up on the biofuel, so that looks good. Alright, so next time it's rocket fuel, which is going to need more oxygen. But this looks a whole lot simpler unless we start on the ammonia and oxygen one versus the regular oxygen one. But we'll look at all that next time. And then it's probably going to be our blue circuits. So, that's it for today. Y'all have a good one. And I will see you next time.